Scotland is a diverse and progressive country, fast becoming recognised as a beacon for equality around the world. Our major cities such as Edinburgh and Glasgow enjoy a range of activities and venues for LGBT+ people, including annual Pride events, an example of diversity and inclusion for all. Scotland's LGBT+ community is estimated at between 3 and 7% of the 5.4 million people in the country. Although progress is being made in the cities, research shows that many leave their hometowns to seek a better life. So, what's life like for LGBT people in smaller communities around Scotland? What's life like in the Kingdom of Fife?
This is the Broad Street Community Centre. This is like a second home to me, I guess. Someplace that I was coming from at age 7 or 8, a place that I enjoyed immensely coming with all the local kids. It was a place that was always busy. There was always something happening at the centre. And I guess a place that, apart from my own home, a place that I felt most safe. It's a place that I just enjoyed being me. It was a great time. It'll be sad to see it go, actually. It gets demolished at the end of this year, or 2017. It'll be sad. I guess I was probably about 13, I think, when I realised that I was into boys. As most people have, a lot of sexual experimentation at school. And I can certainly remember my first experience was with a boy that lived not too far from my childhood home. It was something not to tell. It was something that shouldn't be discussed. I think it was something that was mine and mine to keep. And therefore, because it was with another boy as well, certainly wasn't something that I told anybody about. Certainly wasn't something that I told any of my other friends about, or my mum and dad, or anyone. And that stayed the same for about 25 years. I just didn't come out until I felt entirely comfortable with the audience that I was telling, and in myself, to be fair. Lots of families, unfortunately, face tragedy in their lives, and mine was no different. My mum died when she was just 44, which is not that far off where I am just now, and left me, my dad and my sister, and that was quite tough. But she wrote me a letter, and she said in it, always try to be true to yourself. And that's what I'm trying to do.
To come out here from Fife it's a whole different world. It's quiet, it's peaceful, you don't need to worry about people, because people that are out here are generally out here to enjoy environment, you know, they don't really give a damn about who you are, you know, whereas in Rosyth you might see people that you see repeatedly, and then there's the kind of fear of, well, every time they come up to me, are they trying to figure out my gender, are they going to ask me my gender, you know, because it has happened a couple of times and it's quite embarrassing and it's scary almost, you know, because you don't know what could happen on the back of that. Whereas here, nobody really cares. We both identify as female.
Feminine, yeah.
Feminine, you know, they just automatically presume that we're women and that we're gay. Thing is though, is we identify as like non-heterosexual, don't we?
Yeah.
Which is like not bi, not gay, not queer, it's just not heterosexual. People think in quite a rigid way.
Yeah, like it's black and white.
Yeah.
There's no...
But we live in the grey area between black and white and straight and gay and right and wrong. In Fife, when it comes to like LGBT stuff, there's a bud of a flower that's going to grow into something. At the minute, we don't know what it is, we don't know what shape it is, but it would be useful if there were some sort of groups and some way of connecting with other people that wasn't around bars, wasn't around being neighbourly, was like-minded people.
I spend most of my time online, where everybody knows me as Tish. Everybody's happy about it. Everybody accepts me for who and what I am. A lot of people don't even know that I'm trans online. They just know me as Tish, and that's it. Yeah, I need a couple of those as well. The social isolation is absolutely mind-boggling. People wouldn't believe it. People wouldn't understand it. I go down town, I don't talk to anybody except shop assistants. Literally, a couple of shop assistants is my social circle. This might take a couple of attempts. I'm on my own all the time, so a social life of some sort, just to be able to go out for a coffee or something. Now the LGBT Health have got their development worker in Fife, are starting regular sessions, that at least gives me somewhere with other people who are going to be friendly. If you want to talk to them, yeah, they're fine. You know, made such a difference. Made such a difference. As a start, somewhere you can go to be together, make friends, and then maybe meet up with those friends, you know, go round to each other's places or chat on the phone or whatever. You know, just to have friends. Friends who know and friends who understand.
There's a lot of people that are afraid to be who they are in small communities because they don't know how they're going to be accepted.
Which makes it a negative experience for most people.
What did you first think of each other when you first met? The first impression?
Amanda tried to stick her tongue down my throat.
Oh, thanks for that.
Just straight up.
I was drunk.
Hiya, nice to meet you. It didn't go very slow, it just sort of went. We met, we got engaged instead of having an engagement party, we got married. And it's been a year already. I was never scared to admit who I was. It was just quite natural.
Well, when I was at school, I was bullied pretty much the day one. And I guess that's why it took me so long to come out. Then I decided why let people rule my life. I need to be who I am, be true to myself. And I'm not being that, so that's when I decided it was time to come out. And that was the best decision I made. It made me much happier when I was true to myself. I was pretending to be someone that I wasn't for 18 years and I was never truly happy. And now I can honestly say that I am.
Cute.
I'm Diane from LGBT Health and Wellbeing, and I'm the new development worker here in Fife. Earlier this year we actually carried out a piece of research, a needs assessment report. The report identified that a lot of people, LGBT people in Fife, were finding very isolated, feeling that there was very limited safe spaces and things to actually go and to meet other people and just have a social life and be themselves. So from that, this project is now looking to work on building social groups and community groups through Fife. So at the moment, we're going to have a transgender group, and they're going to meet monthly. And the other one, we're going to have an LGBT group. And for that, as I say, they can come together, we might do some activities, but predominantly to be sociable in a safe space where people can just really, truly be themselves and relax. And we'll start to create that really accepting, open LGBT community in Fife.
Saints LGBT Plus are a welfare and social body within St Andrews, which is dedicated to providing kind of an open and safe environment for LGBT people within the community. I think our social aspect in itself provides a really reassuring environment for LGBT people, just knowing that there's a place that they can go where they're fully embraced, they can express themselves without fear of judgment. In February, in honour of LGBT History Month, we do a week-long run of events called Queer Fest, and that culminates in Pride. We did our first ever Pride Parade last February, and it was the first one in St Andrews. It went incredibly well. It was a real testament to the strength of kind of community and the willingness to support LGBT rights.
My name is Nina Monday. I'm the manager of Fife Centre for Equality. Our role is mainly to eliminate all forms of institutionalism against any protected groups under the Equality Act 2010. And one of them is the LGBTI+ community, because we know that they still face a lot of discrimination within employment, accessing services, but mainly it's about hopefully changing the practices across all the mainstream service providers, enabling them to provide services that actually fitting the needs of the LGBTI plus communities, and also hopefully improving the employment and education opportunities for people who identify themselves as being in that community as well. And within Fife Centre for Equalities, our job is really to build a cohesive community within Fife for everybody, and then I do mean everyone who lives, work or study in Fife.
Our group is totally youth-led. Young people decide what they want to do each week. Our youth group has about 20 members roughly each week that come along. We've got 7 LGBT youth clubs. This is the only one that's run in partnership with LGBT Youth Scotland. It's open for 13 to 25-year-old young people that identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender. We do a lot of work in the Kirkcaldy area in local schools, setting up LGBT youth clubs in the schools and trying to reduce isolation of LGBT young people and getting them more involved in the wider community. It's so amazing for the young people because a lot of the time they aren't able to be themselves in their families or in their schools, and this basically gives them a much safer space to do that and explore who they are in relation to LGBT, but also like who they are as a person wider.
My name's Gemma Frail. I'm the Youth Cafe Coordinator based up here at Cooper Youth Cafe. We provide a varied youth work programme for the young people of North East Fife. More recently, as a result of the kind of need from local young people, we developed an LGBT group based here in the Youth Cafe.
Coming from like a home where it's not as accepted and feel quite isolated there, it's nice to be able to have somewhere that's so close that I can spend time with people that accept me and where I feel comfortable to be and kind of to be safe. And yeah, it's been like a lifesaver really.
I mean, it's really just sort of a way to, I guess, hang out with other people like you and just sort of, sometimes we do things and sometimes we sit about and watch TV all together. But more than anything, it's just an opportunity to hang out with other people.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
As well. It's nice to have like a place where you can feel comfortable and be yourself and be accepted for who you are.
It's clear that Fife has started on the journey to recognise its LGBT+ population. Fife is a beautiful, unique place, but its people are no different to anywhere else in Scotland. But it's also clear that the journey starts with us as individuals, to be visible and to join together with others to create new connections, to step outside your front door and feel valued and respected, to just be you, to be that beacon of diversity. The light needs to shine in all of us.